Hello guys, time's up. So I think we can kick off today's meeting. Let me turn on my camera, and also Cassie, can you turn on your camera? Yeah, yesterday Cassie shared her personal experience with us on how to become an excellent lecturer. And then from her story, we learn how she went from being a sales representative at a small company to the owner of a company with over 500 employees. I'm sure everyone is very interested in her success, right? And today, she will continue to share with us the secret to multiplying order conversions. Now, I'd like to hand it over to Cassie. Okay, and also if anyone has any questions, feel free to leave them on our chat box, and we will address them during the training or at the end of our training. Okay, so Cassie, you can start.
Okay, please with me.
Okay.
Okay, now we can start. Let me check. Okay, hello everyone. I'm glad to see you again. Are you all here? The same with yesterday? You are a group of angel audience. Yesterday's study section achieved the best result. I heard that no one left during the entire section. It seems that everyone loves to learn and want to do well in their business, in their company, and also want to do a very good job as a lecturer. Of course, it's also a sport of myself. So last night, I went over the courseware again carefully and hope to give everyone the best result. You see, today our topic is the secret of doubling orders. Yeah, it's a very good topic, right? So if you yesterday listened to my course and today you are also here, please tap one. Tap one. Let me see everyone is here or not. Today the course is so many content. Let me check. Okay. Oh, from Indonesia. Yeah. Indonesia. I went to Indonesia almost every month to Indonesia. I'm so familiar with Indonesia. Jakarta, Malang, Surabaya. I'm so familiar. Okay. So everyone is here. Let's start our course today. Today, our course is very different. Why I said it's very different? Later, you will know, since I already introduced myself yesterday. So today, I won't introduce myself again. Just remember my name. My name Cassie, and my another name is Ferris wheel mogul. Yes, it's very easy to remember. And today we are going to cover practical topics. Practical topics: deals, negotiating, clients, business, the secrets to doubling your orders. Yesterday, I told you I'm not a second generation rich, and I'm not also get the business from my parents. I started my career as a university graduate. I was the only foreign trade salesperson in our company at that time. During my time as a sales, I'm good at clients negotiations and analyzing customer psychology. I have traveled to many countries and accumulated a wealth of negotiation material and build a complete site of business negotiation SOP from scratch. So today I will go over the entire SOP with you. It's no nonsense, just the key points. Yesterday you see many pictures from me and many video from me, but today no picture, no video, no funny things, just SOP, key points. So please feel free to reach out. If you have any questions, just leave a comment in the chat box. I will read it. But today our content is so much, so the time maybe is a little tight. Yesterday there are many interesting things today. Pure dry goods, knowledge, points, and a lot of theory knowledge. It may be a bit boring, but it contains a lot of knowledge. I hope everyone can stick. Maybe if you feel sleepy, you can chat with me, okay? But if you stick it, you will get so much, and you will greatly increase everyone's sales. Okay, let's start our class today. So, after my introduction, are you looking forward to today's content? Let me see you. Please leave a full screen, number 2, not number 1, number 2, okay? Give me number 2. If you are looking forward to today's content, let me check who is here. Yeah, not number 1, number 2. Thank you for everyone. Number 2. I will try my best. Okay, let's going on. Okay, I really like to recording history. I really like recording. In the process of recording history, we can summarize the key notes and gain a lot of experience, which will help us to find gaps and replicated growth. I have listed some key milestones in my group development over years. And you can see some critical decisions and actions. You can take a look with me together, okay? In 2008, we joined Alibaba International Station, Alibaba.com, and established the international department at the same time. Maybe you see, wow, it's a long time, yes. But although there was only one person at that time, we have a department, but just one person, And it's a auntie, it's a woman who born in the 1964. We are fortunately to have taken the first step. I think this is a very wonderful decision, and the beginning is very important. After repeat development from 2015 to 2017, we finally achieved the goal of exceeding 100 million RMB RMB, yeah, not dollar, RMB in foreign trade export in the year 2017. You often hear, I think, because you have many friends, many known the company, you often hear that many startups, new companies can achieve this goal in the first year or the first 3 years of their establishment. But we have been on this road for nearly about 10 years. So I may not have many very good secrets to success, but can help you to succeed quickly. But as a traditional manufacturing company, from small to big, we have successfully stepped into every pitfall on the road of foreign trade. Yes, I think this failure experience are particularly valuable. Then, through the rapid fission in 2019 and 2022, we achieved fission-like growth and achieved more results that we couldn't have imagined before. Today, now this year is 2025. Our focus is on strategic AI deployment, AI process automation, and improving human efficiency and completing strategic transformation. So not often I see what we take for granted today was once unimaginable, and our future will be immeasurable. I think we will have a very bright future. Everything has its roots and branches, its priorities and priorities. Sales is no different. It has its roots, its trunk, and its branches. If we fail to grasp the essence and underlying logic of sales, it's easy for superficial details to obscure the truth, leading us to become trapped in a case-by-case circle, and I think you will not get a good result before our retirement. So I will discuss the fundamental principles of sales in 4 key areas. First one, the fundamental principles of sales. Second, the core elements of sales. Third, 5 essential understanding for GGS merchants. Fourth, 5 prerequisites for GGS merchant success. Okay, let me show you a diagram. Please check this diagram, and if you have a phone together with you, you can take a picture. But don't worry, if you need my diagram in the whole course and or any information in my PPT, I can share with you after my class. First, let's together to check this diagram of underlying sales logic. You can see it consists of 3 parts: the roots, the trunk, and the branches and the leaves. The roots include the underlying sales logic and the 5 essential understandings and 5 prerequisites. In other words, these 3 components determine whether our business tree can flourish and what its future will look like. So the roots is the most important. So you can take the picture of the root and the trunk. The trunk, what is the trunk? We can check this diagram. What is the trunk? The trunk is our entire sales SOP, including our strategies and methods. And then the final is branches and leaves. Branches and leaves, what are them? What are them? They are specific marketing language or material from the SOP. As long as we grasp the root and the trunk, we have grasped 80% of the problem. So root and trunk, they can occupy 80%. This allows us to focus on the big picture and ignore the small detail. I know there are so many details in the sales, and many small details we can give up. We can give up. This is no problem. We cannot be perfect. The entire sales SOP then extracts the key steps in the sales process and design key actions to maximize the probability of closing a deal, rather than focus on some small details. Maybe I think this is your first time to see this diagram, but this diagram is so much important. Every person who enter our company, we must show him this diagram. Okay. And many people say that sales involves dealing with people. Yes, not with goods, with people. And there are many variables. If we focus on certain method, will that limit our mind? Will that limit our thinking? Do you have this question also? For example, will this method prevent our salespersons from using their brains? Actually, no, because the underlying logic is universal and different. Many people only focus on the result, not on the process. However, they don't realize that the process is an integral part of the result. Without good process, how can there will be a good result? So we strive to optimize, grasp the process so that the closing deal will be followed naturally. I think money or success, they must flow naturally. That's the best result. Many people see that sales involves dealing with people, and there are many variables. So now we can see what we must take a step out, make our factor. Let's see this factor tree. Let's see this factor tree. You can take a picture first. It's easy for you to know later. Okay. You can see this picture. There are the core elements of sales. First, under the bottom is performance. Performance refers to sales volume, presentation of results. And then the factor have inquiry quantity. Inquiry quantity refers to the total number of customers from all channels, such as Alibaba.com, social media, Google, etc. And conversion refers to converting inquiries into orders, thereby operational investment and generation cash flow and profits for our company. And then another factor is average transactions value. We can through a series of planning efforts. We have the ability to win large account. Thereby, we can increasing the order amount. And the last is the repurchase rate. The best marketing is excellent service, right? Never let down your customer. Never let down your customer. I mean, for the ordered customer, already cooperate with you. Next, I would like to share with you five essential, you can see 5 essential perceptions for GGS merchants. When we become obsessed with sales technicals, we risk forgetting the essence of business. First, we need to ask ourselves, what are customers willing to pay for? What they pay for? Professional, service, time, products, or other things? And what won't customer pay for? Like unprofessional, poor service, maybe your emotions, and not wasting your time. So what is the essential of the sales? Yes, it's value exchange. So please remember this always. This is very, very important. The conclusion is that you must build your own value and convey it to your customer. Impressing them with value is the only way to achieve this order and long-term success, not just one time. So never become obsessed with sales technicals. You have many sales technical. Customers are willing to pay for your value, not your skills. Therefore, you must prioritize conveying your value and providing active service. Skills-only service to better enable you to convey and provide value. A company's value have many, it's various. We have, you can look the photo. We have a social value, employee value, customer value, commercial value, and organization value. Of course, a company have so many value. What is the most important? What is the most important value? Well, maybe we can consider the company's value is so many value. Of the value only when your commercial value is recognized by your customer can the value of our organization and the employees will be realized, and the social value of our company can be realized. Therefore, the essence of business is value exchange. This is the first understanding. And understanding 2, survivorship bias. Survivorship bias can easily lead people to mistakenly believe that accidental success is fixed. We think we will succeed every time. If you could replay your sales process in a high definition, slow motion, you would see how many mistakes you made, how many mistakes your sales made. That's why we implement loose order management. We have a loose order management system. In reality, anyone who works a consistent path long enough will eventually achieve something. However, some people mistake this pattern. They believe in it's the be-all or the end-all of success. However, you must understand that success is always accidental, not always every time, and the failure always have its reason. Take a look at this sales funnel. You can see this funnel. Yeah, people often only see the surviving parts of the funnel, but in reality, the loss outside the funnel is much greater. It's much greater if you summarize. And understanding 3, the law of the jungle and the competitive environment. Whether you realize it or not, competition exists. Unfortunately, oftentimes we cannot see either our customers or our competitors. This situation can easily mistake our eyes, causing us to ignore the existence of competition and become absorbed in our own little world. We fall in our little world. However, this isn't the truth. We must remind ourselves this is not truth, or this is not truth. The truth is that countless competitors are constantly competing with you every time, every pie, every order. We often told to ourselves, please note that every minute, many sales from other companies are contacting with your customers, not only you. I think many people often forget when they are not happy, they don't work. You are falling in love, no, I don't work. When you are playing, you don't work. When you are sleeping, you don't work. Many sales just work when they want to work. It's funny. Whether you realize or not, like it or not, or want it or not, competition is everywhere. So you could always think about your business in a competitive environment, not just for your own amusement. You must realize that there will always be someone better than you, someone who works harder than you, and even more frightening is that someone better than you is also more hardworking than you. So another conclusion draw from the law of competition: don't pursue meaningless fairness. No fairness. Instead, let your strengths and results speak for themselves. This is important. Understanding 4. Customers' decision-making process. We must be aware of our customers' purchasing decision-making process. These sales actions we take must be shaped by the customer purchasing process and mindset, particularly their internal decision-making process, their internal, not our thinking. We can't simply create our own solution in our own mind. The purchasing process varies from different customer type. Different customers have a different process. However, every purchasing process begins with a purchase request or inquiry and ends with payment. Maybe they buy from you, or maybe they don't buy from you, but finally they will buy. Only by understanding the customer's purchasing decision-making process can we determine how to leverage our efforts, how to drive the process, and how to help the customer achieve results. And so becoming their becoming their ally, their fans, they're together rather than their appointment. Here you just see the diagram. It's one kind of customer purchasing decision making process, but we will have more. Maybe you can find something different than you're imagining. And fifth, the understanding phase, the difference between B2B and B2C. Please carefully understand the difference between the two in this diagram. Only when we truly understand the difference between B2B and B2C can operations, and we will have the right mind, avoiding we will go to different wrong directions. Buyers now buyers is different with the 10 years ago. Now buyers today is very clever. They will not make any decision just by interest, just by happy, just by mood. So the market designed to stimulate purchase are somewhat naive when it comes to buyer signature. When they want to, they will analyze all the supplier. Which supplier is really the best supplier? Maybe they have a good service, they have a good quality, they have a good price, and everything must be good. They will place order. There are five understandings I have discussed. Next, let's discuss 5 essential preconditions. Because the second level of strategic closing is that even if we have to fight, we must fight a battle we are sure to win, not a battle we are unprepared for. I know you are also this both. So first precondition is company introduction. Maybe you will have a question. Production in company introduction, it's very easy thing. But now I will tell you, this company introduction is a different introduction. Selling products and selling orders are two different business models. When you sell some products, a deal is done simply by having a good product or a well description. However, when you're selling orders, buyers will consider the comprehensive capability of the whole organization, including many factors such as the salesperson, the brand, the certifications, and after-sales service. Therefore, every salesperson should be familiar with the company's positioning and be able to articulate frequently. Of course, when I say company introduction, I'm not referring a single, I know you have a single pronunciation, the description of your company. There is a test in your catalog or in your website. You have a very perfectly written on everywhere. But the introduction I'm referring to includes four parts. Which 4 parts? First, why choose us? Why choose us? Not just a question. We list many information. Second, marketing terms. This your salesperson can use directly. And the third, 1 sentence description of the company. And the fourth is about us. After my course, you will know these four content, including what? If you don't understand why your customers choose you and place order with you, then your success is accidental, making it difficult to copy your success and expand your business. In fact, there must be a reason why your customers are willing to work with you. We need to identify that reason and how to copy it in the future. We must memorize our company's position and the area that truly test the hearts of our customer, and ensure that all of our salesperson are aware of this. Not just the boss know, and our salesperson know. Everybody in our company know. In our company, every employee receive professional product training when they join our company. I don't know you have or not. I hope you can have this training. This forms the foundation for all the future work. Many companies may receive training about Alibaba.com, how to write a perfect email, negotiation strategies, and so on. But they cannot apply these skills in real-world situation. They know so much information, but they cannot get order. Maybe 1 month no order, 2 months no order. Why? They have so many skills about email, about negotiation. Why they cannot get the order? This is due to a lack of product knowledge. Why I think the knowledge is so important? Because if you lack of product knowledge, which prevents them from understanding what customers see and how to negotiate just based on the products. So let me now see okay, it's your turn. Let me do a research of our company today. If your company has less than 20 product SKU, I mean the products SKU. If your company has less than 20 SKUs, just tap 1 in the chat box. And if your products SKU over 20, tap 2. Let me see, 1 or 2. Let me check. Since we have so many products, since we have so many catalog, so many products, you have down. Oh, 2. Yeah, so many. Over 20 SKU. Okay. Since we have so many products in our company, you know, our product is amusement rides, and we update our decoration. For example, the carousel. We have I think we have 20 SKU. And about roller coaster, we have almost 10 SKU. We have many in our company. We have totally in over 200 SKU. So many. Since we have so many products, do we have our own products architecture diagrams? Everyone, do we have this one? We have a product architecture diagram, and every product have manuals. We must consider this is very important. First, products clarify and organization. Every sales should be professional and very familiar enjoying their company's product architecture diagram. This will help them maintain a comprehensive framework, especially when clients raise concern or ask ourselves to recommend products. Our mind will be very clear. And besides, consider each product's detailed specifications. This includes not only what can or cannot be written down, but also the difference between these specifications. Do you have a clear understanding of these differences? Just like our team, do direct supervisors have a deep understanding of each employee's inner character? I ask all of our manager. I have seven middle manager. They must have a diagram of their team members, what everyone inner character, not just the outside character. Everyone they must know, just like our products also. Each product also should have its own menu. And then customer and order portrait are also essential. They help us identify the common attributes of our customer and orders. No company products and the service can be universal. Everyone like your products, everyone need. No, they are not universal. They all have a certain regions, right? Only when you clearly understand your customer and order profiles will order flow into your hand. The clearer your descriptions, the greater the likelihood of them becoming your customer. In this world, just few things will be accepted by you if you don't understand them yourself. In this world, few things will be accepted by you if you don't understand them by yourself at first time. Later, I show you how to organize them. I will show you one by one. We from start and step to step and then display. Our order portrait, our customer portrait is different. Later, I also will give you a detailed diagram. So in the previous section, I explained the underlying logic of sales, its core elements, 5 understandings, 5 pre-recognitions. While this knowledge is a theory, it's so important. Once you are fully familiar with what I said just now, you are able to grasp the core elements I am about to discuss very quickly. And when you are organizing your thoughts, and when you are organizing your thoughts, you will understand the key points. So in the second section, we will cover the most important elements: understanding yourself and building your core competitiveness. This section, I will divide it to seven parts. Yeah, there are so many content today into 7 core things. The first is the core points that customer care about. The first thing we need to find out is our customer concerns. The pictures you see are the screenshots of our company. There are three columns. Customer concerns, how we are doing on these issues and how we are adjusting in the future. We find out is essentially a self-assessment and one that comes from the customer perspective. It's very important to be objective and impartial. We cannot just assume we are perfect. We cannot be perfect. For example, if a customer truly prefer working with a manufacturer, but we are a trade company, we should objectively and consider how we can address this shortcoming. For example, we could cooperate or collaborate with the manufacturer, opening our own showroom, maybe a small showroom, or even establish a very small factory. Because if you establish a very small factory, you will know more about producing. If you just a trade company, maybe you don't know the details. For example, if the industry need a certification, but we have tried, we are struggling to get it, we might feel like that we cannot do anything about it, but the customer truly needs it. So we should do everything we can identify the specific issues preventing us from getting this certification and find ways to overcome them. I have always believed that with determination, we can achieve anything. This is exactly the direction we can move forward. And if we truly can't achieve it, we can consider another way. But we have a different way. And effective marketing language and materials. This section builds upon the customer focus points we have just identified. Why we need organized marketing terms. Look at this picture. Why we need to organize these marketing terms. To put it simply, in a word, we need to organize our top sales language and have them copied by everyone. As everyone knows, there is a big difference between top sales and ordinary sales. I believe everyone has experienced this, and will ask top sales to share their ideas, right? Maybe you will open a meeting and ask everyone to learn that every week or every day. However, we will find that no matter how many times you ask top sales to share their ideas, or ordinary sales will not get the same order. They cannot answer. Maybe you ask them to remember everything the top sale do, but when they do, it's a different. This is because everyone understanding is different. This is normal. In school, even when we at university, even with the same teacher and same textbook, still students will perform differently, right? This is really. Therefore, organizing marketing terms and material is very important. Here, I show you examples from other companies as well as our own. This picture is our company's own. Once the marketing terms are organized for every question and every section, the answer must be exactly the same. No changing. No changing is a lot. Ordinary employees don't know this. If they change, they don't know how to change. They don't know where can change, so no change. To achieve excellence, the marketing terms must be personal reviews by the number one leader, the boss, and the top sales. And every word must be carefully considered. And every sales need to remember every day, very, very familiar. And if changes and updates, we need remember again. At the same time, I often see one sentence in my company. I told all of my sales that everything, if you said everything must be based on evidence. If you claim your quality is excellent, you must have evidence. If you tell to the customer your service is excellent, you must have evidence. For example, if you claim to be the best in your industry and you have 30 years of experience, clients will say that, oh, no, I don't believe you. Everyone in your industry sees the same thing. Over time, clients will not believe this sentence anymore, no matter who said. Marketing materials serve as this evidence. As you can see, for every marketing slogan, we have a marketing material to match it. The last list you can see where my material put in which computer, in which place. Marketing material have the following request. First, avoid scatters imaging. Not so many small, not so many small photos, not so many. Just they must be together and make it beautiful by your designer in your company and assemble them so they can be used directly by every sales without any secondary processing. This is very important. If you make many pictures there, no one will use it because they need to a secondary processing. This needs long time. Second, marketing material should be in a cloud drive or shared storage, so everyone in your company can use them at any time and at any location without any postcode or anything. When they go back to home, they can use. And the third, they should be updated in real time because our company developed very quickly. So material will be changed, will be updated. This is normal. At the same time, everyone should be informed of how to use marketing materials and including when to use it. I have noticed one problem, very lovely problem. Many salesperson memorize the material, memorize the language fluently, but don't use it. When you ask them, they realize that knowing when to use it also need to be communicated to everyone. The answer is fixed, but the question is flexible. Okay, the third part is why choose us? Why choose us? In the first section, I explained the concept of why choose us. Why choose us is about clarifying why a customer wants to place an order with us. When would you use why choose us? Customer rarely ask directly. They will not ask why choose you. They will not ask that. They will have a different question. First, when comparing suppliers, you should give them why choose us. Second, when a customer complains about high prices, they said your price is so high. You can use why choose us. Third, during the conversations, during this, we must divide it all why choose that into the conversation. Here in my computer, you can see some companies' recommendations. We need to be clear. If you see it, you are. If you don't see it, you are not. Many buyers, they are straightforward and don't shy away from detours. Their mind is directly. If you said, oh, our painting have 5 layers, they think, yes, you are 5 layers. But if the other supplier said they have 5 layers, but you don't said, they think, no, you don't have 5 layers. This is directly. Fourth, regarding the company's one-sentence question, I'd like to share a few thoughts. As a boss, you were asked to describe your company in just one sentence. How would you describe it? Now, please make a piece of paper nearby you. I will give you 50 minutes, not 50 minutes, seconds. And once you write a sentence, you just write a sentence in the paper, just one sentence. I will give you time. Once you finish, please tap me 888 and let me know. Because after I finish, come back and check how many points your one sentence score was. Do you have a picture? Do you have a picture together with you? After you write one sentence, please tap 888 and let me know. Today, our course have so many content. It's different with other course, so we must use our mind. Together with me, you can write a sentence. How to describe our company, just one sentence. For example, we are a what company. For example, what company is what. Yes, you write a sentence in your paper or your phone and then type 888 and let me know. One sentence is very important. Now, this one sentence, oh, reliable company. Yeah, you can share. And professional service of Indonesia products. Our company specialized in manufacture high quality sports goods and appear. We are, oh, so long sentence. We are world's largest manufacturer and exporter of what. Yeah, that is later you will know your sentence is good or not. You can tap what is your company. Just one sentence. How many points in your one sentence? And now our company also have before we don't have one sentence. After we have one sentence, we put this one sentence in our catalog, in our website. Everyone know who is Li Meiqi. We are handmade one-stop for fashion. Oh. Nice. Okay. I think you have one sentence now. If you want to share, you can share in the chat box always. And if you would like keep in your own paper, it's okay. You can put in your own paper because after you need to change. Okay, one sentence company. Let me show you some examples. You can see in my screen the example. A one sentence company introduction consists of what? We must consist company's attributes plus 2 or 3 key highlights plus company core products. One sentence consists one sentence company introduction consists of company attributes plus 2 or 3 key lights plus company core products. First, what is your company positioning? Is a manufacturer, a trade company, or a supplier? This isn't just a concept, it's a true positioning. If you are a factory, if this sentence shows you are a factory, then the entire set of materials you will use will portray the factory. If you are a trade company in the sentence, then your trade capability should be showcased. Second, what are your core products? Have you achieved a leading positioning in your market segment? Third, beyond your products, what are your unique strengths that others don't have, or you are better than others? What others don't have, I have. What others have, but we are better. Fourth, can your one-sentence introduction leaving a lasting impression on customers' mind? We can put some very special word or number or a very different thing in the one sentence. When all the customer look your one sentence, they will remember that one sentence will be successful. But one sentence introduction is different. It's different with your company slogan, not slogan. It's about positioning. It lets customer know at a glance that you who you are, why I choose you, maybe the best in the world. Rather than other, you are a comprehensive company. We are a company with 30 years experience in amusement rides. No one will remember, because many companies, I think they will use 30 years experience. But if you change, for example, like our company, if I change, we are a company exported to 110 countries. What? Not just 110. What? Maybe world countries. Or I think our market occupy is 80%. No matter what, but it must be special. Let's see the photo before. I think you want to know. This is some example. You can look. This three, the left three is perfect. But you see another different example. They have a 20 years export experience of 30. We do 30 what project, what. It's not important. It's not important. We need to summarize order to identify types of orders we specialized in, receive the highest positive reviews, and generate the most profits returns. Our orders are diverse. See this Excel. We must to analyze our order. Which order is high profits? Which kind of order is our favorite? Here I give you two examples. This is the first one of order profiles for your reference. Most important, after completing the profiles of both high quality and low quality orders, we develop response strategies and the future directions. we need to realize that the same amount of time and the same energy, the limited energy should be devoted to the orders, which we prefer. This is another example. We need to have this order portrait, which is a high quality order, which is high quality order. If we don't know by ourselves how we get our preferred order, our preferred customer. So 6, product architecture overview. In the above theory knowledge above, I have detailed the importance of a product architecture overview. So what is the purpose of creating a product architecture diagram? We first, in our own team, we use it for employee training. Every salesperson must be able to memorize and write it down frequently. I have noticed something quite frightening. Maybe I think last year, I noticed one thing. Many new salesperson, they cannot even pronounce the product keywords in English. Often, we are putting the cart before the horse. What the boss think is simple. We think this is very simple. Why they don't know? But they really know. You will feel surprised. They will give you surprise. Can we ensure every employee in our office is fully aware of the product's keyword and the product structure and all the products type with a catalog? Our product architecture diagram should be shared with every employee, ensuring clarifying in operations and administration. Second, for customer, it allows our customer to easily understand what you have. And each catalog have what? It's easy to remember. Of course, many employees will point out that we have a product catalog with pictures, specifications, and more. Let me show you our product architecture diagram. Check this. This is our diagram, product architecture diagram. If you are a new customer, it's very easy when you look at this picture. Second, it's not a catalog like listing. The aim is a mind map structure. Mind map. Products have ups and downs relationship. Third, all products are displayed on a white background to highlight the products. Not, you see in my picture, all have a white background. At the same time, every product must have a product manual. As you know, even a water bottle comes with a manual. Many products, such as our amusement rides, we are machinery products, are even more complex. What we consider to be simple functions may be not known by customers. Even your own employees may not know all of them. We strive to ensure no information gaps between employees and even less so with our customer. Next, let's talk about our 7th points, which is very, very, very important. That is quotation condition. Okay, let's discuss. Have you noticed that in every company, we have 2 kinds of salesperson? Every 2 company. Let's Let's see. The first step is a particular like quoting. They like giving price. They immediately giving price when a customer sends them a picture. Customer sent a picture, then she quote immediately. But after quote, if there is no response, the sales claims they have already given a quote. If customer don't respond, there is nothing I can do. This is the first step. They like quote, but after quote, if no response, they don't know what to do, and they even don't do anything. But they like quote. The second type of salesperson, they are particularly afraid of quoting because they are worried. If they quote too high, what can they do? What can I do? So this is the second type. First type, they like quoting. Second type, they are afraid of giving quote. What type are your sales? What type are your sales, everyone? If first type, give type 1. If second type, give me number 2. Let me check, number 1 or number 2. They like coding or they afraid of coding? Which type your sales are? Number 1. Bam Bam, Shu Jun, you have number 1. Usually in first query, we miss the complete information to go. Oh, okay. Oh, number 1. Yeah, that we in our company, in our company, I think number 1. So many salesperson like number 1. Every time they see the picture, ask customer, ask this price, how much is it? Every time they like quote so much. After quote, the customer no response, they don't know how to do. Maybe they will ask manager, can we give discount? I think customers think the price is high. Can we get how much is our bottom price? Every salesperson likes this question so much. Yes, number 1 is more. For those who particularly enjoy quoting, you notice a problem. Once they have quoted a price and received what the customer wants, it becomes difficult to respond later. It's normal. Why is it so difficult? First, once the customer getting what they want, they start comparing prices and don't want to talk to you for a while. Second, your price isn't quite what they want, maybe high. Therefore, if we can understand our customer better, our quote may be more matched to their need, right? Furthermore, when customer ignore us, we can provide more solution if we know more. Yeah, I may ask the target price and their budget rather than give discount. Okay, right. It depends on what level of customer she or he is. Then we send price accordingly. Very good. For ourselves, we have to clarify customer need before giving. Very good, very good. I will clarify this in later. Almost always see price is high. Yes. In my office, I often told to ourselves, when you give price, what customer response you need. If you are a customer, you will see your price is too low. So every customer, their response will be, your price is too high. Give me discount. This is normal. So some sales, I don't know what they respect to. Yes, right. And Now, why we know why it's so difficult. So quotation conditions. What is quotation conditions? Quotation conditions refers to sufficient conditions for providing a quote to a customer. A quote can only be given when the information is fully understood. Quotation conditions are based on the customer needs profile. If you have a comprehensive description of your customer needs, then the quotation conditions can be given. Quotation conditions are divided to two parts. One is necessary conditions, and another is optional conditions. Here is an example. I give you an example. Necessary conditions mean that if these conditions are not met, a quote cannot be given. If a quote is made, many problems will be appear later, such as the quote not meeting the customer needs, being too high or too low. If the customer doesn't respond after the quote, you will not know how to follow up further. Optional conditions. Optional conditions means you also need to understand these conditions. The more you understand, the clearer your understanding of customers' needs will be. It's important to confirm them as much as possible, rather than giving up them simply because they are optional. However, if customer is particular urgent, you can ignore asking about these optional conditions for now, just now, and note that this is temporary, not permanent. You will need to confirm them later. Optional conditions are not unnecessary. If they are not necessary, they will not appear in the necessary or optional conditions, and they can be deleted. Optional conditions will be confirmed and added later. And there is one misunderstanding: quoting just for quoting. I find that many sales, they are enjoy asking their supervisors, their managers for prices. When a customer asks, they immediately turn to their supervisors or managers without any thought, quoting just for quoting. So we need to be clear. We need to be clear. What is the purpose of our quotation? What is the purpose of our quotation? Why we quote? Please answer me in simplest term. My friends, give me answer. What is the purpose of our quotation? Why do we quote? Can you give me a very simple terms, everyone, every boss? Quotation, because misunderstanding is that quoting just for quoting. So what's the right answer? What's the purpose of quotation? Why we need to quote? What is our aim? Let me check. To attract customer wants to start communicate with us, provide a picture of our company, to sell products, want to confirm order, to get order. Yes, right, correct. Clap your hands. Yes, right. Yeah, to sell products, right? To confirm order, right? To get the order in professional way. To closing the sale. It's opening the door of a deal. Very good. So in one word, what is the purpose? is to close the deal. Is close the deal. So will a conditional, that is the purpose. So will a quotation that doesn't meet the quotation conditions will be closed? No, it doesn't close the deal. Your quote is a spare tire. Spare tire is meaningless. So everyone, you can ask the same sentence to all your team. What is the purpose? And my friends, there is my one friend asked me, what if you can't meet the necessary conditions for a quotation, but you still have to quote? The conditions cannot meet, but I still need to quote. What can we do? I think you can start with a price range and tell the customer that now the price is just for reference. That's all. And the exact price can be given after we meet the necessary conditions. Okay, so one quoting tips. Give yourself the flexible to advance and retreat. Don't fix yourself by price in the same point. Okay, now our part 2 is over. Let's review. We covered know yourself, building core competitives. This covers 7 key areas. 1. Key customer focus. 2nd, effective marketing language skill. 3. Why choose us? 4. Company one sentence. 5. Order profile analyze. 6. Product architecture. 7. Clear quotation terms. After understanding ourselves, we move on to understanding our customer. Let's go to our customer. Regarding our customer insights, I will discuss this in 4 sections. 4 sections. The first section is about building customer profiles, portrait. When discussing knowing yourself, we discussed order portrait. Order portrait are based on our own perspective. Now we will discuss customer portrait, which analyze our customer. First, we need to consider a question. Are all your new and existing sales fully aware of types of our customers we serve? Many new service sales after only 2 or 3 months still don't know who can be our customer. This is very lovely. For example, regarding our products, many sales assume only amusement park owners are our customers. In reality, they could be hotels, and they could be shopping malls, they could be government agencies, or a large resort, and more. Company portrait is the common attributes of all your customers. Only when you are clearly define your customer portrait will customers come to you. And the clearer your description, the greater the likelihood that they will become your customer. Here is a customer portrait sample to you for reference. You can take a picture or take a photo. Yeah, please note that while making different type of a customer treat is important, developing a follow-up strategy is even more important. you separate, you make new portrait is important, but developing a follow-up strategy is much more important. Non-target customers should also be listed so that our sales know which one to abandon. Because in sales, I think acceptance is important, but giving up is more important and more difficult. Every company and every salesperson have limited energy. We must learn how to give up and who can give up. This picture is important, okay? Section 2. Analyze the customer purchasing process. I have actually explained this before, so I want to go into detail here. You can check out my case study. This picture before I also showed. Many sales are incredibly lovely. After completing a quote, they think they are almost near closing the deal. And then every day, they start asking, any updates? Any updates? When will be paid? At first, the customer might respond, but after repeated inquiry many times, they stop responding. If you continue to bother them, they might even block you. This is because the sales don't understand the customer's entire decision-making process. A code doesn't mean a deal. The third part and the fourth section is customer background and background checking mode methods. Let's talk about it together. One is the third part is the background, customer background, and the fourth part is background checking methods. Let's make it together. I will focus on this. First, we need to clarify one thing. Customers are not all equal. Customers are different. They are separated into different levels. So, how are customers separated? In other words, how is customer quality determined? I'd like to have an in-depth discussion with you. But since we are doing online course, so I will give you two options. One, the salesperson makes the decision based on their own understanding. Second, it's determined by customer background. Which one you think is the right answer? The first answer is salesperson makes the decision based on their own understanding about their customer. Second, determined by customer background. Which is the right answer? Okay. Very good, everyone. Yeah, number 2. So when you back to company, please ask this question of all yourselves. This is a very good question. Thank you for your cooperation. The answer is 2. When separate the customer, sales base their decisions on their own subjective judgment. For example, if a customer says, we are strong, we have many future orders, and then they frequently chat with the sales might regard this customer as a very good quality because he reply me every day and tell me he will have a big order and also reply the sales that he will place order very soon if the price is good. Then our sales will think this is the good customer. So, and some of many of our sales ask the customer, when you can give money, when you can place order, you know, the customer will respond, I will give you order immediately when you give me good price. Then your sales will very serious. She will tell to her manager, this customer is very good. She will place order immediately. So manager, give me good price. I want to get this order every day. And but they wait and give price, no order. But in fact, a customer's quality is determined by their own background. A customer, no matter how pleasant the conversation, might not be willing to work with you if they have just a little money, little budget. And a customer, even they have a bad mood, they speak bad words, they don't give you promise, but they have much money and their budget is within, it will be a high quality customer. Although maybe he speaks back the word, don't talk with me more. Don't talk with me more. How much price? I don't know what, I don't reply you what I will place order. But that customer will be high quality customer. This is why background checks on customer are so important. So what dimensions should we focus? What tools and methods are available? Let me check. Okay, check. You can see this diagram. Typically, this includes the following dimensions: client's personal information, company information, and client's broader context. So, what are the methods of the background checks? You can take a picture of my two forms. This is the first one I gave you. And if you need, I can send to Alibaba, and they will share to you, everyone. you can make the screenshot first. The purpose, don't worry. The purpose of a client's background checking is to understand the client's detailed information and assess the quality of the inquiry. The dimensions are roughly divided into two carriages: essential and non-essential. Normally, we can conduct background checking through 6 channels: Alibaba.com, official website information, customers' data, social media, Google searches, and consumer searches. Of course, if you use OKKI, if you use OK with AI, all information will be shown to you together, making it very convenient. Of course, some regions, they don't have this function, but I believe it will be available very soon. If you don't have OK, follow the method shown in my diagram. Many sales may find background checking is a little complicated. You ask everyone to do background checking, but they don't do because they think this is complicated. But you can tell them, if you do this background checking work regular, you will find it will be very quick. You can do a 5-minute quick background checking very quickly. Also, consider that the time spent on the background check in advance will save us our follow-up time later and increase our chances of success. I think it's all worth it. this is another background checking diagram. You can also make a screenshot. The purpose of background checks on customer isn't simply to know more information of their background. We must know what is our aim. Otherwise, all background checking is a waste of time. Follow up with the purpose, conduct detailed analysis, and then take targeted measures, and then finally maintain a long-term mindset to continuously follow up and close deal with customer. That is the right way. Effective background checking can help us quickly identify high-quality clients and understand their needs. For small clients, use minimal effort. For large clients, focus on full efforts. Knowing yourself and your enemy ensures victory in every battle. It helps us accomplish more with limited time. Being one step ahead of others leads to continuous improvement. This is no information you can't find. There is no information you can't find. Leverage all the tools you know. Okay, let's summarize the third section. Understanding customers accurately into their needs, including first, building customer portrait, second, analyzing customer purchasing process, third, customer background, fourth, effective customer background checking method. Now that we understand ourselves and our customers, the next step is converting orders. In the fourth section, you will learn order conversion, breaking through key points. Friends, today we will discuss quotation strategy in deal, from quotation strategies to pre-quote, preparation, and price bugging method. We will discuss step by step. First, let's look at the quotation strategy. 1. Price justification. There are two core principles here. The first is quote first, then justify. You may ask, what do we justify? It's simple. We justify our quotation. For example, after seeing the quote, customer might wonder, why is it this price? In this case, we need to provide supporting evidence. Perhaps from our cost structure, our product's quality, service guarantees, and so on. This will make it clear to customers that our price isn't free and easy, and that every penny counts, leading them to accept this. The second is highlight first and then quote. So what do we have to highlight? The key is to highlight our company's strengths and the value of our products. For example, we can start by explaining our industry experience, our technical advantage, our successful cases. Then we can discuss the product's unique features and the practical benefits it can bring to customers, such as increased efficiency, reduced cost, and enhanced customer experience. This is just like the highlight core advantage in one sentence. And why choose us path we mentioned earlier. Through these preparations, customers will first recognize us and feel that our company and products are indeed valuable. Then, when we quote the price, the customer will feel that quotation has a base and foundation, and will be more likely to accept it. Next, let's look at the 8 questions and check before giving a quote. These are important steps, so be sure to check each one carefully and give this to your sales. Everyone put this information in their computer. First, have you conducted a background checking to understand the customer basic situation? For example, what industry does the client operate in? How large is their business, and whether their purchasing needs are long-term or short-term? This information helps us provide a more accurate quote. Second, have you conducted an inquiry analysis to truly understand the customer? A client's inquiry may show their true needs and priorities. For example, some clients prioritize quality, while others prioritize delivery time. Understand these factors can help you know more about their needs. Third, have you established a connection and gained the customer sincerity? If you only address them in general terms, they might not take you seriously. Establishing a meaningful connection and making them feel like a reliable partner will encourage them to truly purchase. Fourth, are the quote conditions enough? For example, does the quote clearly specify product specifications, quantity, delivery time, and payment methods? The clearer the terms, the fewer problems will occur. Fifth, is the company's promotion material enough? As mentioned earlier, whether you are fully explained your company's strengths and product's value, and whether you can ensure your customer feel our value in advance, directly impacts the reception of your quote. 6, check your quote strategy. Are you consider the price reduction? Should your quote the exact price from the start, or leave some room for negotiation? Have you considered how to handle potential price cuts? There are required planning ahead. 7th, check your quote accurately. Is it within the customer budget? If the quote fund exceeds their budget, it's likely to be rejected outright. Therefore, it's important to understand their budget and make your quote to fit as close as possible. 8, if the customer complains about the high price, have you prepared a price justification? This is a measure. Customers often find the price too high, so prepare a price justification in advance will help you stay within your budget. Finally, let's move on. Price justification, which involves 2 methods. 1, general justification, and 2nd, specialized justification. General justification involved demonstrating the reasonableness of price in a way that everyone can understand. For example, by comparing similar products to highlight the price performance, or by highlighting the practical benefits the products can provide. Ensuring customers feel it's good value of money. And the specialized justification focus more on using professional knowledge and data. For example, supporting the price with specific data such as a cost structure analysis, raw material, process, and R&D investment, or by using industry standard and technical parameters to demonstrate the product's professional and high quality, ensuring customer recognize the reasonable of the price from professional side. There are series of price justification techniques. You can flexibly apply them in your specific situation. I believe they will help you better handle price-related issues. Finally, let's move on to price justification, which involved another one. If people don't respond, what can we do? Unanswered calls. So you need to conduct a thorough background checking, such as understanding the customer's true needs, purchasing volume, and past experience. Then you need to carefully analyze the inquiry, focus on key questions, and understanding their primary concerns: price, or quality, or delivery time. Furthermore, don't forget to promote your company and establish your value. Ensure the customer are fully aware of your company's strengths and unique value of your products. After all, once clients have a basic understanding and appreciation of you, they are more likely to take your code seriously rather than dismiss it. Therefore, these steps must be implemented. But you will also meet some clients, they don't reply you. If you still encounter unanswered calls, don't worry. The first step is to conduct a normal confirmation. For example, you could send a message asking, have you reviewed our code? Do you have any questions or thoughts about it? There is both polite and reminder. If the text message doesn't respond, try a voice message. Voice communication is more personal and sometimes more warm than the cold text. If the voice message doesn't respond, consider sending a short video. You can take a video, such as recorded self-video, self-explaining to show your sincerity. This may help break the deadlock. If regular confirmation are not effective, it's time to start a new system. This new system means zero follow-up strategy. It's in my screen now. The goal is to continuously reach out to the customer until they respond and confirm the deal is truly lost. How to follow up? You can create a series of rich information messages, each with different angle. For example, the first time you might ask if they have reviewed the code. The second time you may highlight a product highlight or benefits it offers. And the third time you may ask, if you have any concern about the price, we can discuss and adjust. And each follow-up provides a reason. Each email, each follow-up provides a reason for customer to respond, rather than simply ask for more. Of course, it's important to keep a balance between being overly bothered and to maintain professional and courtesy. By continually follow up, we can either receive a response from the client, whether it is acceptance, rejection, or question, which will give us a direction forward. Otherwise, after repeated contact, we can determine that the clients truly have no interest. At this point, we can give up and focus on more clients, because we not have one clients. We need more time to give other. In general, the key to dealing with non-response offer is to prepare thoroughly from starting to mitigate risk, and then proactively pursue it through follow-up. This requires both patience and strategy. Be patient and have strategy. Next, let's discuss price reduction strategies. This doesn't mean we should immediately lower price as soon as a customer pushes a lower price. There are many terms involved, including principles, reasons, reward, and obstacles. This way, we can maintain profits while preventing customers from feeling our prices are too high. Let's look at the principle of price reduction. This is a general guideline for price reduction and must be kept in mind. First, there must be a reason for price reduction. You must have a reason. What does it mean? It means you cannot just give lower price without any reason. You must provide customer with a reasonable explanation. For example, if your company happens to having a promotion, you could say, buy now and enjoy a limited time discount, or at end of the month or year, when we need to boost sales, you could say, to meet this month's targets, we have applied for a special offer. Or you can see, thank you for your continued support. We are offering you a special surprise just for you. Yes, we have many reasons, but we need have, we need this count. Let me check. We need this content for our sales skill improvement. Please send to us the PPT if you don't mind. Okay, I will give you this PPT. I don't mind. I will give you. This day's company is tough, so good companies. Okay. I already checked the message for new customer. Okay, we need this content. Okay, I remember. Okay. Second, there must be a reward for the price reduction. When we lower our price, we need to get something in return from our customer. It can't be free for all. For example, we can negotiate with customers. If the price drop a bit, could you increase your purchase quantity? Or if you can pay in all the sum, we can offer you a lower price. If the delivery time can be extended, our cost can be reduced and the price can be discounted. And we can even negotiate a change in payment method, such as increasing the deposit. We will make concessions. This ways, we create a trade-off between our own and your own interest. And they will not feel they can pass the price down unchecked. Third, there should be a barrier to price reduction. Must have a barrier to price reduction. This means the price reduction shouldn't be too immediate. Customers should feel the offer is well earned. For example, we can see I can't make the final decision on this price. I need to check with my manager to see if it is approved. Or please wait a moment. I need to recalculate cost with finance to see if there is room or not for price reduction. Setting up these barriers can, on the one hand, enhance the value of the price reduction, making customers feel they are earned the discount. On the other hand, it also buys your time to think, preventing you from impulsively lower the price. Fourth, the price reduction shouldn't be too large. Too large is not good. I think 5 to 10% reduction, it will be better. It can not only allow customer to feel the real discount, but also not cause too much loss to our own profits. Fifth, plan ahead. Why plan ahead? Before you lower the price, think about how many times you plan to lower the price during the negotiation. Will you lower it once or twice? Have a clear idea in mind. For example, if you quoted a firm price and didn't plan to lower it, stick to it. No matter customer asks what question. If your customer try to lower price, plan in advance how much, and then you will have bottom. Sixth, the price reduction shouldn't exceed two times. I think 2 times is good. The old saying goes, 3 times is the limit. And this applies to price reduction as well. If you lower your price after customer pushes you and then push again and again, more than 3 times, they will start to think you have no bottom line on your price. They will likely push even harder, and they might even suspect your product's quality. Please remember, so after 2, you shouldn't lower your price any further. Instead, employ other ways to negotiate, such as adjusting service or quantity rather than simply lower the price. I think it will be good. Let me check. Let me check the chat box. Yeah. Yeah, if the PPT can be shared, it will be helpful. No problem. Please share the PPT and the record today lessons. Thank you. Okay. Yes, please share, as the word on the PPT is too small to overview the detail. Yes, there is so many content. Okay. Done. Relate to PPT depend on the lecture's personal it is. Okay, no problem. I remember. Don't worry, I will share to you. Remember all. Finally, reduction barriers. Besides consulting your manager and calculating cost, you can also say, the price is beyond my authority. I need to hold a meeting.
Hello, Cassie. Can you hear me? Hello, can everyone hear my voice? If yes, please press 1. Okay. I think some technical issue from Cassie's side. 1 second. I will connect Cassie again. Yes, okay, great, wonderful. Okay, so let me give you a brief introduction about next week's section. So first of all, here you can see, yeah. Next week, we will have another lecturer named Lin Chen. It's a doctor of medicine from.
Okay, we need to check if the specifications of the existing stock are acceptable to you. We might be able to request a price reduction. So everyone, in short, the key to specific price reduction is to reduce price with reason and evidence, with a balanced and measured approach. The approach satisfies customers' bargaining power while maintaining our bottom line and reputation. So, dear my audience today, I would like to share some of our team's practical insights and some thoughts on the future work. Hope they will provide more information. Let's start specific achievement. During the March 2025 festival, promotion festival of Alibaba.com, our team achieved sales of $5.6 million. Some might think, wow, that's a great result. Was it just pure luck? But I want to point out that there is no such thing as sudden success overnight. Behind all the seemingly explosive things as accumulation of step by step. During that period, from the early stage of our customer screening and demand matching to the real-time response during the activities, order follow-up, and the larger stage of after-sales guarantee, everyone worked so hard to pay attention to details. So this 5.6 million was earned by everyone in the team through continuous overtime nights and the continuous patient communications with customer. In the final analysis, everything is a result of hard work. Speaking of customer communication, I would like to mention one point in particular. When our new employee joined the company, I will personally provide them with a customer priority training. Why is this training so important? Let me do some calculations for you. When you have customers quantity within 1,000, you will find that your performance is basically proportional to the number of customer. Even if you spend about the same amount of effort on each customer, as long as the number is more, you can always get more order. But when the number of your customer grows to hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands, you will find that your sales amount is no longer improving when the number of your customer improving. At this time, if you still apply your efforts evenly, you will end up one thing while focusing on another, because you have limited energy. If you pay more attention to every client, every customer can give you good result. So everyone hear about 80-20 rule, right? That is to say, 80% of sales often comes from 20% of the customer. So the question, who is this 20% of the customer? They are hidden in your so many customer list, and they need to take the dig deep and find out who is the 20%, which customer have the potential for long-term cooperation. Which customer have clear purchasing needs in the near future, and which customer has a high degree of recognition of our products. Only by this identifying this, you can know how many times you put on the customer. Therefore, judging priorities and controlling efficiency is very important in our business. How to improve efficiency? Here, I would like to show you an AI workflow of our company. For example, in the starting screen of our customer information, AI can quickly help us pick out customers who meet basic conditions from message amount of data. For example, for simple quotation inquiries and order status inquiries, AI can automatically reply, saving us a lot of time on repeated communication. But AI is not enough. It's more like our efficient assistant that helps us handle more basic work and free up time for more accurate follow-up. For example, deeply analyzing the needs of a high potential customer, developing personal cooperation plans, or solving complex problem encountered by customer. I have always believed that this is the trend of the future, using AI to improve efficiency and using manual labor to provide precise service, the accurate service, the deep service. Only by combining these two, AI and manual labor, can the greatest value be realized. Finally, I would like to leave you one sentence. The mountain is always crowded halfway upon the mountain. So we can meet in the top. Let's meet in the top. Doing business is like climbing a mountain. At the beginning, everyone is at the foot of the mountain. There are many people and many competitors. With a little effort, you can move forward a few steps. But the higher you go, the more difficult you will meet. Many people will give up, and fewer people can keep up. I hope we can all come down, do a good job in customer priority management, use tools to improve efficiency, and move forward step by step. There is no need to rush to compete with others in speed. Focus on our own goals. Focus on our own business. Focus on details. Serve every customer well and complete every order very good. I believe that one day we will meet at the top of the mountain and we will see more scenery together. Thank you all. This is my topic today.
Yeah, thank you, Cassie, for the wonderful presentation. And also thanks to all the participants for your attendance listening. So now, any questions? I think, Cassie, we can check the chat box and then answer their questions.
Okay, but my chat box is limited. Some is already disappeared.
Okay, let me check for you. So if you have the questions, you can type again.
You can type again because just now I'm out.
Let me check. I have one question in the, let me type in again. Okay, here are two questions from Q&A section. I just type in. Cassie, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here is the thing. Most of the time, customer always asking for quotation first without telling any information about their sourcing needs. A worst case, might not know exactly what they want to. To us, they are like to window shopper. If we didn't code them, they will complain our service level is bad. How do you overcome that? Okay, if we will meet many of these customer, maybe they are good, maybe they are not good, because we don't know so much information about this customer. So okay, because we don't know they are good or not. So at the first time, we need to know more information, but they don't give us more information. So first we need to go give them what they need. In my PPT, I also told you that first we can give them the price range and more details. For example, we can tell them this is a reference price. I don't know it's exact what you need because I don't know so information, but I can give you for reference first. If you can tell more about your needs, I can give you more exact price. You can compare and send more details of your company. Then the customer will know you are worth to talking with him more. So if they don't give you more information, maybe they think you are just one of the suppliers, which they think. Okay, this is the first question. The second question, we have been facing all those things since 2004. I become member of Alibaba, and all lessons very real and important for better future. Thank you. Okay, you are, oh, wow, 2004. We attended Alibaba.com in the year 2008. You are more earlier. Very good. Okay. Besides that question, sometimes customer might willing to share us their company information. Without this information, we don't know whether they are real buyer with a listed company in operation. Also, there is chance our competitor might pretend like a customer to ask code to talk. Yes, maybe. Yeah. Almost the same question. We don't know they are good customer or not. Maybe they are competitor to ask a price or not, but no problem. I think first, we need to tell ourselves, we cannot consider this a problem. If they are competitor, no problem. We can also, no matter they are competitor or customer, or bad or good, we need to do the same thing because at first we don't know who they are. And if they are competitors, no problem. They will lose time to communicate with us, or they will know our price is no matter, because if you stay in the industry for a long time, for 10 years, for 50 years, 15 years, everyone will know your price. But quotation is not the most important thing for deals order. So if they know your price, it doesn't matter. Ourself is the most important thing. So just do according to our PPT, according to our course, and give all the information to the customer, although they are competitor, no problem. Okay, that's all questions. Another.
Yeah, so any other questions? Because we're not sure the participants who asked the questions before are still here or not. So if you still have questions, please type again.
Yeah, today this course is a whole course, many contact. Because Rachel tell me we need to give the customer just real point about business, no advertisement, nothing. So I give the whole information, the whole course in this course. It's like SOP book. So in the future, maybe we can meet more. We can talk more about detailed things. For example, just focus one problem, and we can discuss more. Just focus one or two or three point. Maybe we can talk more.
Yeah, I see someone ask you your email address.
Yeah, this according by Rachel.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I think it depends on you, Cassie. If you are available to share, then you can share to Yolanda. Yeah, your email address.
My email, okay.
Yeah.
My email is Cassie@china.com. I think in the future we will meet more. We will talk more.
Okay, so I think if no more question because time is run out, so maybe we can wrap up today's section and hopefully we can see Cassie again to give us more and more
Okay.
wonderful section. Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Cassie, and thank you all of you guys. Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye, bye, bye. Have a wonderful day.